All right, folks, welcome back to the finals. Small little break there, but we're back into the action. It's game number 3 for the finals. Of course, it's the best of 5 and 1 win away from victory, leading with 2-0 at the moment. At the top right corner of the map is Root Gaming's blue Zerg player Hydra.
And in the bottom of the map, cheese in every game so far, it is Impact from Team Axiom. Not feeling so well apparently, but I don't know if that's playing into his playstyle. Like I said, Koreans love to cheese in Z4Z.
Yeah, not even just cheese, but just straight up aggression. What I do like though is we did get the Overlord this game. It sounds silly to make that joke, but not going for like an 8-pull, 7-pull, 10-pull, 9-pull, anything like that. Being merry-go-round, I kind of thought this would be the map that we would see that continued aggression on, but playing it safe for now.
Yeah. All right, 15 pull. Is Hydra doing it again? Kid's got so much balls. Like, he's just been cheesed twice in a row. No big deal. Hatch first again.
But he won twice in a row, so
It's
can
true.
you blame him?
It's true. That's the thing about 15 hatch, 14 pull. It can be kind of deceiving. It's not like hatch gas pool where anything comes before 10 supply on the spawning pool range and you just die. This thing's actually fairly decent for holding 9 pulls as long as you react perfectly, as Hydra has been doing in those games.
I wonder if that is even a concern of Impact though, because he's been the one putting the aggression on. You know, sometimes we'll see, you know, when cheese met with more cheese from the other player, but Hydra, as you point out, just playing it pretty much the same every single time.
So neither player picking up gas yet, which is actually really late for a map like this. There we go. There's the first gas from Hydra. I assume Impact will pick it up as well, because playing gasless on this map is incredibly hard, and he's going to get the scout on the gasless as well. So, wait, did he go all the way in?
No, he didn't see the second guys. You saw the first one though.
Oh, well, he saw enough to see there weren't drones in there, so maybe he's going to assume that it's gasless anyway. Wanted to get out there a bit quicker. But it could have gone all the way. But the problem with playing gasless on this map, the natural is huge. You require a lot more spine crawlers to defend any kind of push. It's really hard to wall off against the big link pushes and things like that. So generally, you just see gas builds on this map. And if Hydra realizes that this is a gasless play from Impact, one of the best things he can do is just produce mass speedling and go in there and kill him.
You know, actually, gasless I kind of feel fell out of favor and then started coming back a little bit with some, but Betrayus has been playing a lot of gasless from what we've seen lately, and I don't know, I don't think gasless is that dangerous, but it is still that fear of just getting caught off guard more than the actual build.
It's a bit more abusable. There's a time where gasless was super strong, and then a lot of people started using it. It's like gasless almost every game, and then people realize, oh, I can get a third base when I see you go gasless and get some drones in there.
Impact.
Oh, big mistake.
That's a freebie. That's a freebie. Keeps the drone on the high ground for the vision.
Oh, that's
actually,
cute.
Yeah, very clutch, very important. So goes down for free. That's gonna supply block the Impact here on 28, which does suck. You know, it's a lot of the early game tactics that tend to supply block the Zerg the worst. We'll see the Spore Crawler come down because it screws timings with all-ins. You'll see the Queens pick off that Overlord or even dive out of the base to push one back because he wants to hide it from the Speedlings, but losing Overlords always sucks no matter what the situation is.
Yeah. And like, it sucks in terms of your economy and stuff, but the worst part is the feeling of it, because you just sat there and you're looking at it and you're like, well, that should not have happened, man. What am I doing? And it just dies and makes you feel really bad for the rest of the game.
Yeah, it's one of those tilt moves, I guess. But
yeah,
going straight to Roaches. I mean, Hydra's not screwing around here. He gets that Roach Warden combined with the Evo Chamber, quickly takes the layer for that Glial Reconstitution. Forgot the name for a second. But what I kind of feel like this is going to be a very quick mirror of what we saw versus True. You know, the speed roaches versus non-speed roaches, the control from Hydra netting him a quick victory in the early game, leading to a bigger victory in the late game. I mean, I don't think Impact's a noob, and I don't think he's going to get caught off guard by this by any stretch of the imagination, but this is still, like, really dangerous, because we saw him use this to great extent already today.
Yeah, it's a nice little build that Hydra's been showing us on Overgrowth, and now again here. Gives you a very quick speed timing with the Roaches. Usually you get that Zergling speed first and it slows it down a bit, but with this you just go straight for the lair. Ooh, Impact. Impact's faking the front here.
That's a lot of Zerglings.
It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. There's no way.
Well, I guess one of the big things for this is it will be enough to deal with the early roaches. You know, 34 lings surrounding 11 roaches. That's actually going to favor the zerglings most of the time. It really depends where this engagement comes down. Metabolic boost still not done though. It's going to be really hard to actually get that full surround.
Oh, he's moving up. This could be good for impact here if he's caught in the middle of the map with his pants down.
Oh, free queen.
But he shows it off to the queen there, and that's going to stop it. Wow, still slow lings here.
Yeah, the timing for metabolic boost is only just now finishing. If you waited a second or two, this may have timed it a little bit better. But yeah, the roaches in the open like this, I'm still worried. Like a roach ball is not nearly as safe as like half this roach number, but with their backs against the wall in the corner of the map. That's a lot of banelings to Fenner. A lot of freaking banelings.
Even after seeing the roaches, so he really wants to commit to this. Let's see what he can do. He doesn't have a third base behind this. He doesn't have anything at all. In fact, he even faked a lair to try and fake this a bit more. I thought he was going to try and tech up behind it, but here we go. Impact going for the kill. Roaches for Hydra. This, I don't know.
He splits. All he has to do is split a little bit. I think Hydra's going to be okay. The baneling's caught up here on the ramp.
Yeah.
GG. Oh.
Everything just fell off in that series from Impact.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, like I said, I kind of figured that was going to go like very one-sided. I just didn't know in which favor, but Hydra shows us it's going to be his. So big congratulations to him. He'll be this week's OlimoLeague winner, or sorry, the emotional OlimoLeague winner. And Root Hydra will claim, I think it's $100 now for first place.